Imagine this. You've spent over 15 years in school. You learned how to solve for X, label the parts of a cell, memorize battle dates, and maybe even recite Shakespeare. But did anyone ever sit you down and teach you how to be rich? Not just money rich, but life rich. Rich in purpose, rich in vision, rich in self-control, discipline, and mental power. No, you're not alone. Because the truth is, school was never designed to create free thinkers, entrepreneurs, or self-made millionaires. It was built to produce good employees, people who follow rules, people who are predictable. But there's a book that flipped this entire system on its head, a book that has created more millionaires than any textbook ever printed. That book is Think and Grow Rich. But here's what they don't tell you. Most people read it once, highlight a few quotes, and move on. But buried in those pages, between the lines, are 10 life-changing ideas that are more relevant today than ever before. Ideas that school never taught you. Ideas that, if understood deeply, could make the next 5 years of your life look nothing like the last. And in this video, I'm not just going to tell you what those ideas are. I'm going to break them down, explain how they work, tell you why no one teaches them, and show you how they've changed the lives of some of the most successful people in the world. Let's dive into the first one. Idea 1, you become what you think about. The law of mental magnetism. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe it can achieve. Your dominant thoughts, what you dwell on day after day, become the blueprint of your life. It's like a mental magnet. You're always attracting what you are thinking, not what you wish for. Why this is not taught in school. In school, you're trained to memorize and regurgitate, not visualize, not imagine, not program your mind for greatness. No one teaches you that your mind is not just a storage device. It's a transmitter, a builder. Hill learned this from studying hundreds of self-made millionaires, including Henry Ford and Andrew Carnegie. They all had this unshakable inner vision long before reality caught up. Real-world example, Jim Carrey's $10 M check. Jim Carrey wrote himself a check for $10 million for acting services rendered and dated it 5 years into the future. He visualized it every night. 5 years later, he got paid $10 million for Dumb and Dumber. Coincidence? Maybe. But stories like this are everywhere. From Steve Harvey sleeping in his car while visualizing success, to Arnold Schwarzenegger imagining his Mr. Olympia title before he even had proper training. The hidden danger, thinking without belief. Most people misunderstand this. They wish for success. They hope for wealth. But they also think thoughts like, I'm not good enough. What if I fail? People like me never win. And guess what? The subconscious listens to that too. You must believe what you think. You must feel it as if it's already yours. Action step. Take 5 minutes every morning. Visualize your future self. Where are you? What are you wearing? Who are you talking to? What does your bank balance look like? Feel it. Smile like it's already true. You're building a new reality, one thought at a time. Idea 2. Desire is the starting point of all achievement. The starting point of all achievement is desire. Not goals, not discipline, not even talent. Desire, a burning, all-consuming obsession. Story of Edwin C. Barnes, who decided he would work with Thomas Edison, not for him, with him. He had no money, no credentials, but he had desire. So strong it burned like fire inside him, and guess what? He made it happen. Why school kills desire? Let's be honest. How many times were you told, be realistic? Or, that's not practical, or you'll never make money doing that. Desire gets crushed in school because it doesn't fit into standardized testing. It's too wild, too passionate, too dangerous. But every great creator, innovator, or millionaire started with obsession, desire versus wanting. Most people want success. They say things like, it'd be nice to be rich, I hope I get promoted. Someday I'll start that business. But wanting is passive. Desire is active. It moves your feet. It keeps you up at night. It hurts to not pursue it. Desire is not a wish. It's a decision. Story time, 50 Cent and the Fire Within. Curtis Jackson. Aka 50 Cent didn't just want to be a rapper. He had to become one. He was shot 9 times, almost died. Came back, recorded "Get rich or die trying." He meant it. Literally. That's desire. It's not polite, it's urgent. Action step. Write down your deepest desire, not the filtered version. Ask yourself, what would I pursue if I knew I couldn't fail? What am I willing to struggle for, even if no one claps for me? Burn the boats. Stop giving yourself backup options. Make the desire so strong that quitting becomes impossible. Idea 3, faith is a muscle you must train. Faith is the head chemist of the mind. Faith is not religion. Faith is belief multiplied by repetition. Faith is the inner certainty that your desire is real before the evidence shows up. Here's what school never teaches. Belief can be trained. Faith isn't something you have or don't have. It's something you build, like a muscle. Subconscious mind accepts any thought mixed with emotion and repeated often enough. This is how faith is built. Slowly, deliberately. It's not about blindly hoping. It's about mentally rehearsing your success until it feels inevitable. Think of elite athletes. They visualize themselves winning long before they step on the field. It's the same principle. Repetition builds belief. Affirmations work not because of the words, but because of the repetition. When you speak your goal with feeling every single day, your subconscious eventually accepts it as truth. Affirmations like, I am worthy of wealth. I have what it takes to achieve my dreams. Success flows through me. These aren't just nice phrases. They are psychological reprogramming tools. Real-world example, Oprah Winfrey. Oprah grew up in poverty, abused and rejected. But she held an unshakable faith that she was destined for greatness. She says she used to speak to God as a child, asking for something greater. She believed in her vision before the world did. That's faith. Action step, pick one goal. Write a single affirmation for it. Repeat it aloud 10 times every morning and night for 30 days. Say it with emotion. It might feel silly at first, but your brain is listening. Idea 4, autosuggestion is the internal programming language. Autosuggestion is the agency of control through which an individual may voluntarily feed his subconscious mind on thoughts of a creative nature. Autosuggestion is the bridge between conscious thought and subconscious belief. Every thought you repeat is a suggestion to your inner self. But here's the key. Emotion gives power to suggestion. You can't just repeat things like a robot. You must feel it. We are all already using autosuggestion. When you say, I'm just not lucky, I'll never be good at business, people like me don't win, that is autosuggestion too. Negative autosuggestion. What you say to yourself, with feeling you become. 6-step formula for using autosuggestion. Fix in your mind the exact amount of money or success you desire. Determine what you will give in return. Establish a definite date. Create a definite plan and begin at once. Write a clear statement. Read it aloud twice daily with emotion. Muhammad Ali said, I am the greatest, long before anyone else believed it. That wasn't arrogance. That was programming. That was autosuggestion. Action step. Write your 6-step statement today. Read it twice daily with emotion for 30 days. This alone can change your self-picture and trajectory. Idea 5, specialized knowledge. Learn what matters. Forget the rest. General knowledge, no matter how vast in quantity, is of but little use in the accumulation of money. School teaches you general knowledge, but success demands specialized knowledge, something valuable that solves a specific problem. You don't need to know everything. You need to know one thing well. Henry Ford. Critics laughed at his lack of education, but Ford built an empire because he specialized and hired people smarter than him in other areas. The knowledge economy. In today's world, this matters more than ever. You don't need a PhD to win. You need skill plus market demand plus consistent execution equals wealth. You can learn anything online today. Coding, copywriting, marketing, e-commerce, investing. Master one skill. Apply it. That's specialized knowledge. Action step, Ask yourself, what do people ask me for help with? What topic do I love to learn about? What can I teach that solves a real problem? Pick one skill. Go deep. Be so good they can't ignore you. Idea 6, imagination, the workshop of the mind, man's only limitation, within reason, lies in his development and use of his imagination. Everything that exists was once imagined. Your imagination is your private laboratory, your creative playground. It's where ideas are born and futures are built. Synthetic Vias is creative imagination. Synthetic imagination, rearranging existing concepts, business models, marketing tactics. Creative imagination, original intuitive downloads, art, innovation. Use both. Build from what exists, but don't be afraid to dream wildly. Story, Walt Disney. Walt Disney was fired for lacking imagination. Can you believe that? Years later, he built an empire because he imagined something no one else could see. Action step. Schedule daily imagination time. No distractions, just you and your mind. Visualize your goals, create new ideas, dream boldly. Imagination is the blueprint. Action is the builder. Idea 7. Organize planning. Dreams need a map. Plan your work and work your plan. Desire without a plan is delusion. The most successful people don't just dream big, they break dreams down into clear, actionable plans. Create a mastermind group. Decide your goal. Write a step-by-step plan. Start immediately. Even if the plan isn't perfect, refine as you go. Plans evolve, but action builds momentum. Real-world example. Elon Musk didn't know how to build rockets when he started SpaceX, but he had a plan, researched obsessively, and hired people smarter than him. Organized planning turned vision into reality. Action step. Take your biggest goal. Break it into monthly, weekly, and daily steps. Start. Tweak as you learn. Idea 8. Decision. Make it fast. Stick with it. Successful people have the habit of making decisions promptly and clearly. Indecision is the thief of opportunity. Most people wait for perfect clarity, but winners decide fast and refine later. Research showed that leaders like Henry Ford, Rockefeller, and Carnegie made quick, firm decisions and stuck to them. Why you struggle to decide? Fear of failure, wanting others' approval. Perfectionism, but inaction is a decision too, and it's often the wrong one. When Bezos left his Wall Street job to start Amazon, people thought he was insane. How would he know he'd go to? But he made a quick decision based on the regret minimization framework. He asked, when I'm 80, will I regret not trying? He wouldn't. So he acted. Action step. Use the October 10th 10 rule. How will I feel about this decision in 10 days, in 10 months, in 10 years? Decide, then execute. Idea 9, the power of the mastermind. No individual may have great power without availing himself of the mastermind. The people you surround yourself with determine your future. A mastermind is not a casual friend group. It's a strategic alliance built around shared growth and vision. A mastermind is the coordination of knowledge and effort between two or more people for a definite purpose, in a spirit of harmony. Benjamin Franklin's Junto Club. Franklin created a mastermind group where members discuss self-improvement, business, and ideas. It led to revolutions, literal and mental. Action step, form your own mastermind. Start with 2 to 3 people. Meet weekly. Share goals, wins, and growth insights. Idea 10, transmutation, turning desire into drive. When driven by this desire, men develop keenness of imagination, courage, willpower, persistence, and creative ability unknown to them at other times. Hill was talking about sex energy, but this idea applies to any strong desire. Transmutation is channeling raw emotion, lust, rage, heartbreak into creative energy. Story. Nikola Tesla never married. He believed abstaining from physical intimacy allowed him to access higher levels of creativity. You don't have to go to extremes, but the principle stands. Energy is energy. Direct it. How to transmute. Redirect urges into physical activity, creativity, business, journal instead of texting your ex, lift weights instead of doom scrolling, write content instead of obsessing over rejection. Action step. Next time you feel strong emotion, don't suppress it. Redirect it. Build something. Create. Move. Express. This is how pain becomes power. Think rich, act rich, become rich school. Never taught you these principles because they don't want you independent. They want you compliant. They want you predictable. But you were made for more. Think and Grow Rich is not just a book. It's a blueprint, a rebellion, a system of thought that breaks chains. Now you've seen the truth. Your thoughts are magnets. Your desire is fuel. Your faith is a muscle. Your mind is programmable. Your imagination is your power. Your plan is your map. Your decisions shape your path. Your circle defines your ceiling. Your emotions are energy. Now build. This isn't about hype. It's about truth. Universal law. You can create anything you desire if you align your thoughts, beliefs, emotions, and actions. It's time to think rich, act rich, and become rich, inside and out. The world is waiting. Let's go.